So ever since you asked me that, do I think foreigners take away our jobs, right? I also I wanted to ask you that, do you think South Africans are lazy?
Yeah, some of our people in South Africa can be very lazy and very complacent and very
What do you mean by complacent?
like bayatswafa and dull. They can be very too chilled and relaxed
Okay.
and wait for things and miracles to happen. And I believe those people they are lazy in a way because I don't think it's fair for anyone to want to sit back and just expect things to be going while you're not doing anything about things. I wouldn't generalize and say all South Africans are lazy because there's plenty of South Africans who work very hard to provide for their families. If there's no jobs, they go and open spaza shops, they go and open tuck shops, they open businesses, they hustle, they go to the
Mm-hmm.
streets and go and sell and build people's houses, they
Mm-hmm.
get skills and fix things for people.
Yes.
Those ones are not lazy,
Mm-hmm.
but unfortunately, those people I just mentioned, it's not the majority. Those are just the hustlers. The majority of people are the ones who are sitting back waiting for a job, hoping that one day they will get a job. And in the midst of them waiting for the job, they're not doing anything else. All they're doing is complaining that there's no jobs. And I think
Mm.
those people are the ones who are lazy because you can see and you're already complaining there's no jobs, but you're still sitting back expecting to get a job. Then what's wrong with you?
So what if someone has to say that, but I'm applying. I apply everywhere in Cape Town, Joburg, Limpopo,
Hmm.
KZN, but I'm still not getting a response. Am I
So
being lazy?
so you wanna judge yourself if you're lazy or not based on you applying for a job. Applying for a job it doesn't mean you're active. It's
Maybe,
easy to apply. You can apply on your phone. It takes 5 minutes.
or maybe
What do
someone
you do
saying,
with the rest of your time in the day?
I wake up, I apply online, and then after that I bath and then I go and do walk-ins, like go to companies, submitting my CVs like face to face,
And then they reject you.
around my area.
But shouldn't that be a wake up call that maybe just open a YouTube and maybe you get monetized. Maybe you'll make money. Maybe do content on Facebook, get monetized. There's plenty of options. And I think that our people, and I say this with absolute respect, our people in South Africa, they don't want to take advantage of the opportunities that we have. They complain there's no opportunities and opportunities are taken by foreigners, but that's not true.
No, I don't think that's not true because they are coming here and starting their own businesses. Maybe we should also start our own businesses.
And our own South Africans, they want to chase foreigners for starting businesses because they believe those foreigners in the streets, for instance, in Joburg,
Mm.
there has been a lot of foreigners who have been chased away from selling
Yes.
in the streets because they are breaking the bylaws. But one question I have is why are South Africans not taking advantage of that?
In the first place.
I get it, the foreigners are breaking the bylaws, they're not doing things by law. Why are South Africans not taking advantage and going and getting certificates to operate businesses or tables in the streets and follow the bylaws? Why are you not doing that? You're complaining foreigners bagcwala istrate and they're breaking the bylaws. Why are you not going to the street and doing the same thing they've been doing? Because they've been getting paid working in the streets selling amatamat. Why are you not selling amatamat yourself
Mm.
as a South African? So you are getting rid of these people, but you're not gonna replace them.
Mm-hmm.
That's laziness. That's laziness. It's like there's a trend now. They want to close down saloons in Joburg, but these saloons
Really?
are owned by foreigners. So imagine if they're gonna close those saloons, but they're not gonna go and rent those saloons and become
They won't.
hairdressers.
They
Then that's
won't.
laziness because you are trying to chase these guys, but you're not gonna replace them. Then
Yes.
that's laziness.
Because I feel like foreigners are already doing something that we should have done long time ago.
Yes. And in many people say South Africans who have been doing this way before foreigners came.
No, really.
But where's the proof that we've been doing this? Because if we've been doing this, why are we not doing it now? If we've been doing this as South Africans, that means we could be having so much experience and would still be doing it even up to today.
We would
But
still
no,
be complaining about
foreigners.
foreigners.
But no, the salons is foreigners. They rent those places. They do your hair. They do your nails. They do everything. They do your facials. They do almost everything that makes our day going. They sell to you peanut in the taxi rank. They sell to you amazimba before you give a taxi.
And they're also trying to feed their families. And why are we also not doing that?
Yeah, if you're complaining those people, they must move. At least if they move, replace them.
Replace
them. Because when you check, you see like the example sale there in Joburg, that place Lapa Mctwele and I say MTN.
Yes, where
they remove those guys. And the complaint is that those guys were selling there and they were breaking the bylaws. Why are South African not registering to follow the bylaws and go and occupy that space and do something about that? But no, they don't do that and still complain. There's no jobs. We don't have money. But the opportunities are there. And the foreigners showed us the opportunities. So if we're going to get rid of foreigners who are working, at least replace them. Because there was already a market.
Yes.
Step into that market. The demand is there already because those foreigners, people were already buying from them. If you step in there, people will come and buy from you.
True.
You see? And worst part, maybe not worse in a negative way, but a very fortunate way. If you're a South African, doesn't it mean that our fellow South Africans will come and buy from you?
Yeah, they will.
They will.
They will. But I don't know. What do you think was the problem with South Africans not doing that? Do you think we are colonized to a point where we rely so much on the white men? Or because
the seeking of job mentality?
Or is it because like this whole concept ukuthi bozothini uzongihleka ukuthi sengithengisa esitrateni and things like that?
But bayakuhleka that you don't have a job already. Already bayakuhleka that ucela imali yesigareti i-R2. So what's good bayakuhleka ukuthi uyaphanda? What's that compared to ulambe wena? Because you wanna act like you're something you're not.
I think most South African, the problem is pride, status, people acting like they have something while they don't,
And that's the problem, because when you look at these foreigners, we are trying so hard to chase.
They
don't care about pride. They wear the same clothes every day and hustle to feed their kids, their families. Why can't we do the same?
Yes.
At least if you chase them, you move them from a spot, go and register, get the bylaws and follow everything by the book and replace them. You'll make money.
They will be like, oh, I don't have money to replace. I don't have money to register and things like that.
There's no way. South Africans, each and every day, unemployed people are drinking alcohol.
I think I also wanted to bring that up. I was like, no, you know what? Also, the problem is alcohol.
When you look at unemployed people, the way they dress, they dress like they have money. They dress labels, but they're unemployed.
For real.
They dress proper. They drink every day. They smoke weed, but they're unemployed. So there's no ways you can drink every day or almost every weekend. But when it's time to start a business, you're going to complain about capital. Then you don't prioritize yourself. You are very useless in this community, and you are the one making us look so bad in the eyes
Yes.
of everyone in the whole world,
Mm-hmm.
because you are the lazy South African. You are
Mm-hmm.
lazy, and we should call you what you are. You are
Mm-hmm.
lazy. If you're just sitting down, always complaining for no reason, you don't want to change your life.
Yes. Yes, true.
And we shouldn't beat around the bush.
We shouldn't
People
beat
must
around
be
the bush.
told, you are lazy, you are lazy.
True.
Simple.
Simple.
Mm.
And the other thing is because, like, as much as there's no unemployment rate, the thing of like government saying gonna give 530, 350, like most South African really actually rely on 350, and it's so scary. What are you gonna do with 350?
Yo, man, 350 is like, hey, but hey,
But
yes, it is what it
yeah,
is. Yeah,
but
it's people's
yeah,
realities, you know.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't think we should rely so much on the government as much as we should demand jobs from the government. But we shouldn't rely so much on the government to a point where we just sit and not do anything and wait for the job to come from the skies.
Mm-hmm. You're
And I
right.
feel like the way those people are hardworking, like the foreigners, don't you think is because their government, wherever they come from, they don't give them the money that
Mm-hmm.
Ramaphosa give us.
But we can speak about that on a separate video, you know. That's a very interesting conversation. So,
Okay,
foreigners will always outwork South Africans.
because of. Mm.
But yeah, thank you very much.
Anyways, guys, thank you for watching up until the end. Catch me on my next video. Peace.